Hey everybody, my name's Autumn. I'm your friendly neighborhood line monkey. Yeah, that sounds weird now, but it made sense at Everfree. Anyways, there's been a lot of stuff going on in the Girl Geek community. More specifically, there was a song that was written that said that girl geeks don't have anything to prove. Well, and that's true. No, we don't. We're geeks. There's only one thing that makes you a geek, and that's if you really love something. And nobody can define how much you love that thing. But I want to elucidate on that a little bit. And in order to do that, I'm going to tell you a story. That's what I do. I'm good at it. So, imagine it's back in 1985, 86. And you're just a little girl. Really little. I was teeny tiny. And your parents are geeks. They're role-playing geeks, no less. They play D&D. Oh my, Dungeons and Dragons. Now imagine that it's cold and it's nasty outside and there's really nothing to do. So your parents bring over a huge group of their friends. And you're bored because you're a kid and there's all of these adults around. And then these adults say, yeah, why not? Let her play. We'll roll up a character sheet for her. It's no big deal. So they roll up a character sheet for you. You decide you're going to be a thief because you're sneaky. You're 6 years old. You're not sneaky. Also, you get your character rolled up. Everybody's doing great. Everything's going fine. And you go down into a dungeon because, duh, that's what you do. You get through 3, 4 rooms, and the dungeon master freaks everybody out with the announcement that they see a huge shadow cast upon the wall. Well, okay, all the adults are panicking because it's a huge shadow. Oh no, there's something we're going to have to fight. What do we have? What do we have? Now imagine you're 6 years old and your inventory contains a mirror and you think you're sneaky. So you take the mirror out and you look around the corner. And the dungeon master says, you see an ant standing in front of a torch on the ground. Now, of course, your little 6-year-old brain is processing this, and all of the adults are just like, phew, oh good, we're not going to have to fight a monster. And your little brain is still processing it, and then you pipe up with, but we haven't been there, so who dropped a lit torch on the ground? At which point, all of the adults panic again. It was amazing. Now I want you to bring yourself 10 years forward. 10 years forward, you're 16 years old. And you look 16. You're not gorgeous, but you certainly don't look like the back end of a northbound mule. And somebody tells you you can't play D&D because you're not a geek. You're not a geek. You've been playing D&D for 10 years. You've been reading, you've been studying it, you love it. And that's the dog making noise. You love it. And somebody tells you you can't do it because you're a girl and you're not ugly. Yeah, that didn't work for me either. I didn't like that. In fact, I got pretty pissed off about that. It kind of set the tone for the next 5 or 6 years of my life. until I realized that it didn't matter what anybody else said, because I love things. Aha, I love so many things. I mean, let's face it. I love Harry Potter. I love My Little Pony. I love Phineas and Ferb. I love music. I love learning things. I love studying medical stuff. I mean, seriously, how many people do you know that love studying the physiological normative of labor and delivery, and not just, oh, you're 10 centimeters, push, 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 which doesn't really make sense or have any evidence based, and I'm getting off track again. But you see, I love things. I love things. I love music. No, really, guys, I love music. I love playing it. I love singing it. I love listening to it. Love it. All of these things, every single one of these things makes me a geek. I still play D&D. I'm almost 35. I'm a geek. And nobody, not a man, not a boy, not a child, not a woman, not a girl, nobody gets to tell me how much of a geek I am. And guess what? That applies to you too. Nobody can tell you how much of a geek you are. Because if you love something enough to study it, dissect it, learn everything you can about it, you love something about whatever this thing is that you love, that makes you a geek. You don't need cred to be a geek. You just are a geek. You just love something. That's what makes you a geek. So I'm going to tell you right now, from one geek to another, the day somebody tries to tell you that you're not a geek because you're old, you're young, you're pretty, you're ugly, you're whatever, you can tell them that Line Monkey said to shove it up their butt.